Matter is made up of discrete or small particles, which can either be atoms, molecules, or ions. So matter, like me, you, the drugs we take, the food, anything around us that has mass and weight, is actually made up of discrete or small particles. And these particles, we can have what we call atoms, we can have molecules, we can have ions. Atoms, or an atom, is the smallest part or particle of an element that can take part in a chemical reaction. You can have an atom of elements like phosphorus, an atom of sodium, an atom of calcium. Now, a molecule is the smallest particle of a substance that can actually exist alone and still retain the properties of that substance. You can have a molecule of hydrogen. An atom of hydrogen is written as H, whereas a molecule of hydrogen is written as H2. H subscript 2. Now, what is an ion? An ion is an atom or group of atoms that possess an electrical charge. Now we're going to look at these concepts one by one. So we are looking at the particulate nature of matter. How matter is actually made up of small particles. These discrete small particles can either be atom, molecule, or ion. Now, an atom is the smallest particle of an element which can take part in a chemical reaction. You can see this is phosphorus atom P, this is sulfur atom S. But now, if you have phosphorus that can stay alone, this might not be alone, it will be in the presence of other atoms. But now you have this P4. This is 4 atoms. It has atomicity of 4. 4 atoms of phosphorus that are together. They can exist alone. We call it molecule. So a molecule is the smallest particle of a substance that can normally exist alone. Very, very important. Atom might not be able to stay alone, but molecules are able to exist alone and still retain the chemical properties of that very substance, be it element or a compound. Example is neon. Neon can stay alone with the atomicity of 1, just having 1 atom. Argon, hydrogen, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, the sulfur molecule, oxygen molecule, and ozone molecule. So all these are molecules. They can have more than 1 atom, but the atoms just have only 1 atom. Very, very importantly. Now we look at ions. An ion is an atom or group of atoms which possess an electric charge. If this charge is positive, then we'll call them cation, or we'll call it cation. But if it is negative, we'll call it what? Anion. So these 3 are the basics. Please make sure you get down the notes. Get down the notes so that you can easily understand in future when you go through it. Now, these 3 are the major discrete forms that matter can exist in. Very, very important. Atomicity is simply the number of atoms in one molecule. Like here now, the atomicity here is 4. Atomicity here is 8 because there are 8 atoms in one molecule. All these are molecules. But atom, the difference is that atom is just one single atom. But for molecule, it could be more than one atom. And these molecules can exist alone. You can see them in nature alone, unlike what we can have here. Whereas ions are actually charged. They are charged. So you can have something like this, Ca plus. So you can have something like Na plus. This is single positive charge, double positive charge. So all these are ions. Because they are positive, they are called cations. So example of anion is chlorine with negative charge. Non-metals are mostly anions. Non-metals are mostly anions. Non-metals are mostly negatively charged, whereas metals are mostly positively charged. So these are the three discrete particles that matter is made up of. Subsequent classes, we are going to be going into details of how to use these and understand them much better.